Hi guys, so today we're doing 12.4 in our math books. Hopefully you have your math books out already. Okay, this is a repeat of what we did on Friday. So when I taught you gallon man on Friday, I was getting you ready for this so your day on Monday wouldn't be that hard. Okay, hopefully you have your gallon man out. Okay, get your gallon man out so you can see him. He should be in your folder in your book bag. Okay, that would be your green math folder. Okay, get him out so you can see him, please. Okay. All right, so I'm right here on page 12.4. Customary units, remember that's like the United States way, customary, it's what's normal to us, of liquid volume. So this is where we're measuring liquids, okay? Liquid volume is the measure of the space a liquid occupies or takes up. Some basic units for measuring liquid volume are gallons, half gallons, remember chocolate milk, half gallons, but mom always buys the gallon of white milk and only the half gallon of chocolate milk, quarts, pints, and cups. Okay, the bars below model the relationship among some units of liquid volume. The largest units are gallons. The smallest units are fluid ounces. Okay, there's a little cheat up here. Okay, 1 cup is 8 fluid ounces. Okay, if you have a glass measuring cup in the cabinet that mom can measure liquids with, the top right here will be 8 fluid ounces. Okay, 1 pint is 2 cups. We know that from Gallon Man. Remember, 1 pint is 2 cups. Okay, remember that? And 1 quart equals 4 cups. So 1 gallon man. 1 quart equals 4 cups. Okay, right? Okay, so this basically is the same as gallon man. It's just showing you the same thing. Like right here, 1 quart equals 4 cups. Okay, here's 1 quart. I can shade in 1 quart, right? Is the same as 4 cups. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's just showing you that 1 quart is the same as 4 cups. They equal the same amount. Okay, so this is kind of the same thing as using gallon man. Gallon man is just easier to see. Okay, how does the size of a gallon compare to the size of a quart? Okay, well, which one's bigger? Which one's bigger? A gallon is bigger, right? If you look at gallon man, okay, gallon is definitely bigger. How many times bigger is the gallon? Okay, how many quarts could you fit in that gallon? Remember, these two go right here. These two go right here. How many quarts can you fit in that gallon? It's 4, right? So the gallon is 4 times bigger than a quart. Okay, so let's look at our book. Draw 2 bars that represent this relationship. 1 bar should show gallons, the other should show quarts. Okay, and they have to be the same length. Okay, so I'm going to make my rectangle right here, split it into 2 bars. Okay, the top one is going to be 1 gallon. Okay, how many quarts equal a gallon? Look at your gallon man. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this guy, I'm going to split him into half. Split each half into half. Okay, and this is a quart. QT, get it? QT. Quart, quart, quart. Okay, so we just showed the relationship between gallons and quarts. Shade the 1 gallon on one bar and shade 1 quart on the other bar. Okay, 1 gallon. Okay, whoops, sorry. And 1 quart. Compare the size of 1 gallon to the size of 1 quart. So 1 gallon is blank times as much as 1 quart. It would be 4 times as much because you can get 4 quarts into this gallon. Okay, I think you guys, that should be pretty easy for you. Okay, first example problem. Serena needs to make 3 gallons of lemonade. So picture 3 gallon men, right? For the lemonade sale, 3 gallons. I'm going to circle that. That's important. She has a powder mix that makes 350 fluid ounces of lemonade. How can she decide if she has enough powder mix? 350 fluid ounces. Okay, we're going to walk through this. We're going to use the model or use gallon man instead, right? Find the relationship between gallons and fluid ounces. Okay, I guess fluid ounces isn't on our gallon man. So I flip back here. How many fluid ounces equal my gallon? Okay, here's my gallon up here, the whole way across. Count my fluid ounces with me. Ready? 1. Whoop. Well, that's not really 1. What is that? That's 8. So counting by eights, 8 times 1, 8 times 2, 8 times 3, 8 times 4, 8 times 5, 8 times 6, 8 times 7, 8 times 8, 8 times 9, 8 times 10, 8 times 11, 8 times 12. Uh-oh, I'm bigger than my times table. 8 times 13, 8 times 14, 8 times 15, 8 times 16. Okay, we talked about that. Okay. So 8 times 16 would be how many are in 1 gallon, right? 8 times 16 would be how many is in 1 gallon, okay? So let's see, let's do 16 times 8, turtle head, right? 8 times 6 is 48. 8 stays, 4 goes up. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 4 more is 12, okay? So let's just check it. This would be ounces in 1 gallon, but it asked for more than 1. It asked for 3, okay? So I'd have to take that number and do what with it to figure out how many is in 3 gallons. Okay, let's walk through their steps. Let's see how they get there. 1 gallon equals blank cups. How many cups are in a gallon? Look at your gallon man. 1 gallon. 4, 8, 12, 16. 1 gallon equals 16 cups. In 1 cup is how many fluid ounces? That would be 8. Remember over here it showed us that. 1 cup equals 8 fluid ounces. So 1 gallon equals 16 cups times 8 fluid ounces. That's what we did right here, isn't it? Okay, so 1 gallon equals 128 fluid ounces. Same thing we got, right? Oops, I forgot to call it fluid ounces, right? Okay, now I'm not done yet. That's how many is in 1 gallon. So we made a table like we did in class. 1 gallon would be 128 fluid ounces. 2 gallons would be, what's 2 times 128? Can't do it in my head. 128 times 2. Pause me on your screen, try to figure it out, and come back and make sure we get the same answer. 8 times 2 is 16. 1 gets carried. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 more is 5. 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, so this would be 256. Remember we talked about this would be a little times 128. Times 128, right? 3 times 128. Okay, over here to the side. Pause me, figure it out, and come back. 8 times 3 is 24. Since 4 is on the right, 4 stays, 2 goes up. Okay, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. 3 times 1 is 3. 384. Okay? Okay, so we're comparing them. Compare 350 fluid ounces and 3 gallons. Tucker? Oh, there he is. Okay, sorry. So 350 fluid ounces is what her powder mix is. She has a powder mix that makes 350 fluid ounces. That's what she has. Okay. She wants to make 3 gallons, right? I'm going to say this is what she wants to make. This is how much powder she has. Okay, so we said when you have fluid ounces and gallons, you have 2 different units. We need to put both units in the same unit. Which one do we use, the smaller one or the bigger one? We use the smaller one, right? So we need them both in fluid ounces. So 350 fluid ounces is 350 fluid ounces. Okay, that one stays the same. Okay, 3 gallons we just figured out is 384 fluid ounces. Okay, which one's greater? Which one's the alligator going to go eat? This guy, right? So she has enough powder to make less than what she wants to make. right? She wants to make 3 gallons, but she only has enough to make 350 fluid ounces. She needs enough to make 384 fluid ounces. Serena has enough to make 350 fluid ounces. She needs to make 3 gallons. I don't want to even call that 3 gallons anymore. It's not 3 gallons. I'm going to call it 384 fluid ounces, right? 350 fluid ounces is blank than 3 gallons. It is what? Look right here at your alligator mouth. This is less than 3 gallons. So Serena does have enough or doesn't have enough? She doesn't have enough mix to make 3 gallons of lemonade. Okay, look at this little break here. Can you see the puppy dog back there? See him sitting on our crates in front of my desk? He's just chilling out, learning some math. Okay, all right, let's flip to the next page. Okay, share and show. Compare the size of a quart to the size of a pint. All right, let's check out Gallon Man. Size of a quart to the size of a pint. So in this quart, I can slide these 2 pints up here. So 1 quart equals 2 pints. Okay, I can let this guy sit right there, can't I? Right there. We can still see him. Okay, here's my 1 quart. So this should be a pink pint and a pink pint, right? So this is a 1 pint and 1 pint. 1 quart is blank times as much as 1 pint. How many times more is a quart? Be 2 times as more because I can fit 2 pints inside of it. Okay, now we're looking at Gallon Man for these share and shows. 2 pints equals blank cups. Okay, look at your Gallon Man, 2 pints. Here's my 2 pink pints. 2 pints is how many cups? How many cups do I have right here? Oops. Okay, 2 pints would be 4 cups, right? Okay, the next one says 3 gallons equals how many quarts? I'm going to make a table right here, a little bitty table. Okay, 1 gallon is 4 quarts. All right, here's my gallons, here's my quarts. 2 gallons would be a little bitty times 4, right? 2 times 4 would be 8 quarts. 3 gallons would be 12 quarts, right? Okay, 6 quarts and cups. Okay, oh, I wish this wasn't right here on the page. Okay, I'm just going to put this up top this time. I got a lot to go. I'm going to write pretty small. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more. 6. Okay, I'm going to label them right here. 1 quart, 2 quarts, 3 quarts, 4 quarts, 5 quarts, 6 quarts. Probably should have went the other way. Okay, this is my quarts. Here's my cups. So in 1 quart, how many cups do you have? Okay, 1 quart is 4 cups. So that means times 4. 2 times 4 would be 8. 3 times 4 would be 12. 4 times 4 would be 16. 5 times 4 would be 20. 6 times 4 would be 24. So in 6 quarts would be 24 cups. Okay, make those charts, guys. Draw them in your book. Don't just watch me do it. You need to practice. Teach your brain what to do. Okay, the on your owns. Okay, if I were you, I would try to start the on your owns. If you could get confused, come back and watch the video. Try to do them and then match them up with mine. See if you get the same thing. Okay, 4 gallons equals how many pints? Okay, look at your Gallon Man. In 1 gallon, how many pints do I have? 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so in 1 gallon, I'll make my chart right here. 1 gallon, and this is going to be pints, right? In 1 gallon, 2 gallons, 3 gallons, 4 gallons, okay? In 1 gallon, we just counted my pints, count them again. 2, 4, 6, 8. In 1 gallon, I have 8 pints, so it's times 8. 2 times 8 is 16. 3 times 8 is 24. 4 times 8 is 32. So that'd be 32 pints. Okay. 5 cups equals blank fluid ounces. Okay, Gallon Man doesn't have that fluid ounces. Okay, it is up here. Okay, 1 cup equals 8 fluid ounces. And I need to go down to 5 cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, just barely. Okay, I'll switch my color so you can see. 1 cup is 8 fluid ounces. 2 cups, be times 8. 2 times 8 is 16 fluid ounces. 3 cups, 3 times 8 is 24 fluid ounces. 4 cups times 8 is 32 fluid ounces. And 5 cups times 8 would be 40 fluid ounces. Okay, so cups and fluid ounces. So we have 40 right here. 5 cups is 40 fluid ounces. Okay. Compare using greater than, less than, or equal to. 2 gallons, 32 cups. Okay, let's talk about 1 gallon first. Okay, if I had 1 gallon, that would be how many cups? 1 gallon. 4, 8, 12, 16. 1 gallon is 16 cups. 2 gallons equals, what's 16 times 2? 6 times 2 is 12. Ooh. 2 gallons is 32 cups. So 2 gallons and 32 cups, those are equal. Okay, 4 pints, 6 cups. Well, first I have to figure out what 1 pint is in cups. I have to go down 4 times. Small and neat, folks. Small and neat, right? 1 pint is how many cups? Cover it up. 1 pint is how many cups? 2, right? 1 pint is 2 cups. 2 pints would be times 2. 4 cups. 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, is 4 pints equal to 8 cups? No. So which one's more? If 4 pints is really 8 cups, okay, let's go up here and make them both in the same unit. Instead of calling this 4 pints, we're going to call it 8 cups, right? 4 pints is equal to 8 cups. So we're going to put them both in the same unit, right? Both use a smaller unit. Cups is smaller. So instead of calling this 4 pints, we're going to call it 8 cups. Which one's more, 8 cups or 6 cups? 8 cups, right? 5 quarts, 11 pints. So I have to go down 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, quarts and pints. Quart, here's 1 quart. How many pints go in that quart? 2, right? So 1 quart would be 2 pints. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2, 6. 4 times 2, 8. 5 times 2, 10. Okay, which one's smaller, quarts or pints? Pints, right? Okay, so I'm going to put them both in pints. So instead of calling this 5 quarts, well, I don't have room. I'm going to write it off here. Pints. Well, 5 quarts would be 10 pints. So instead of calling this 5 quarts, I'm going to call it, right here, 10 pints. Does that make sense? 5 quarts is equal to 10 pints. So instead of calling this 5 quarts, I'm going to call it 10 pints because those are the same thing. Okay, those are equal. So which one's more, 10 points or 10 pints or 11 pints? 11 pints. Okay. We're almost done, guys. You're doing great. Okay. A soccer team has 25 players. The team's thermos holds 4 gallons of water. If the thermos is full, is there enough water for each player to have 2 cups? Explain. Make a table to help. Okay, so 1 gallon equals how many cups? What's your gallon, man? 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay, 1 gallon equals 16 cups. 2 gallons equals, what's 16 times 2? Do you remember from the last problem? 16 times 2. 6 times 2 is 12. Okay, times 16 would be 32. What's 16 times 3? 6 times 3 is 18. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 more is 4. This will be 48. Okay, 16 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24. 4 stays, 2 goes up. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 more is 6. 64. Okay, so my table is done. A soccer team has 25 players. Okay, it holds 4 gallons. So this is how much they have. This is how many cups they have, right? They have 64 cups in their thermos. It holds 4 gallons. Okay, if the thermos is full, is there enough water for each player to have 2 cups? How many players are there? There's 25. Instead of calling this 4 gallons right here now, instead I'm going to call it 64 cups. All right? So I'm going to say they have 64 cups of water, 25 players, and they want each player to have 2 cups. So 25 times 2, like you're counting quarters, guys, like the money quarters. Okay, 25 times 2 would be 50 cups is what they want to have, right? They want each of their 25 players to have 2 cups. So they want 50 cups, and they have how many cups? 64 cups. Okay, so is that good? They want 50 cups, and they have 64. Do they have enough? Yes. Okay, let's say they have 4 gallons, which is 64 cups, and they only need 50 cups. So they do have enough. Okay, good job, guys. Keep going. We're almost there. A pitcher contains 5 quarts of water. How many cups of water does the pitcher contain? 5 quarts, and they're asking how many cups. Okay, whoops. Okay, I'm gonna make a chart down here. 5 quarts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be my quarts. We always put the bigger unit first, and my cups over here. So if I have 1 quart, how many cups is that? Just look at 1 quart is 4 cups. 1 quart is 4 cups, so times 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. 5 times 4 is 20. Okay, how many cups is that? 5 quarts equals 20 cups. Okay? All right. Whose statement makes sense? Whose statement is nonsense? It's like who's right and who's wrong. Okay, he says a pint is 1/4 of a gallon. She says a pint is 1/8 of a gallon. Okay, let's look how many pints we get in our gallon. Pink pints. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so how many pints can you fit in that gallon? If you slid all those pink pints into the gallon, how many would you get? 8, right? So you would say a gallon is 8 times as big as a pint. Okay? So he says 1 pint is 1/4 of a gallon. She says 1 pint is 1/8 of a gallon. Okay, so let's count them like they were eighths. Okay, 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 8/8. Would that equal a gallon? Yes. Okay, so this girl is right, isn't she? Okay, let's see. This boy says it equals 1/4 of a gallon. Let's see what would equal 1/4 of a gallon. What can you get 4 of into this gallon? 1, 2, 3, 4. What did he mean to say? He meant to say 1 quart is 1/4 of a gallon, right? A quart, remember that brain pop? A quart is 1/4 of a gallon. 1/4 is a quarter. Okay, so Angela's statement makes sense. He is nonsense. Right, girls? Just kidding, boys. Okay. He is nonsense. 1 quart is 1/4 of a gallon. Not a pint, right? She makes sense because 8 pints fit into a gallon. So 1 pint equals 1/8 of a gallon. Okay? All right, so we just explained this right here. Write a statement that makes sense. We did. Okay, 1 quart is 1/4 of a gallon. Okay, so we did that. It's up here. Describe the size of a pint as it relates to the size of a quart using fractions. Okay, a pint and a quart. Okay, so 1 pint, if I just slid 1 pink pint up here, 1 pint would fill how much, what fraction of that quart? I just took this 1 pink pint right here and I slid it up into my quart. It would fill how much of my quart? Okay, it would fill up half of that quart, right? Split this guy in half. This pink pint would fill up half of my quart. Okay, so 1 pint equals 1/2 of a quart. Okay? All right, guys, you guys did a great job today. I hope you watch all the other videos. Make sure you do your math homework in your workbook page and have your parents snap me a picture of the front side of it and send it to me, okay? Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow. I miss you guys.